Hi everyone, grab a belt. I've got a little short one here. Get any belt you've got, or it could be a strap or a scarf if you don't have a yoga belt, and just open it up so it's not buckled. And we're going to do some leg stretches. So lie down on your back, adjust the top buttock flesh so that it's going towards your feet. So you get a lovely spread in your abdomen and it's really soothing for the back. We're going to do the leg stretches with straight legs, but if you have a back issue, these are beneficial, but you're best to do it with your knees, with one of your legs bent. So you start in this position and then you just stretch the straight leg up to the ceiling without straightening the other leg. So it's easier to stretch the leg and you'll keep your lower back more in contact with the floor. And your leg will probably be about there or even lower because of the tightness in the hamstrings, but make sure that that's not pulling your back up away from the floor. The rest of us are going to do it with both legs straight. So do you see what I just did there? It's tricky to explain, but it's such a great little trick. You bend your knees, you push the mat, and it just drags the top buttock flesh towards your feet and the trapezius towards your waist. And then you just slide the legs straight. So that traction brings a nice openness to the front body as well. So you're in Supta Padangustasana, so you're extending in your legs. Can you see how I've got my feet together? Inner edges of the feet together. And I'm really spreading the soles of the feet. So see if you can do that as well. If you're more of a gentle practice or you're older, you can also put your feet at the wall. That'll help you to activate those legs so that those feet will press well into the wall. It is much harder to do it without a wall. But I'm imagining that the wall is there and I'm pressing the heels, spreading the balls, stretching the toes, and see how that helps to activate your legs. So anyway, here we go. Number one, Supta Padangustasana 1. You bend your right knee, place the belt around the ball of the foot and extend the leg. So again, you want to make sure that that top buttock flesh is going towards the waist and there is a lengthening from the sitting bone all the way up to the foot. Push the ball of the foot into the belt so your leg is stretching up, but at the same time holding the strap in both hands. So the right side of the strap is held by the right hand, the left side of the strap is held with the left hand, but you're drawing the arms back down onto the shoulders, onto the floor. So you're getting a lovely spread across your chest. So notice how we've been focusing on the bits that we can see, the right leg, the arms, the shoulders. But remember the leg we can't see, which is that left leg which is on the floor. So is it still extending as if the foot is touching the wall? So try and keep awareness in the bits that you can't see as well as the bits that you can see. This is why yoga can be such a great mental and awareness training. So stretch the legs and now press the thighs back. So the right thigh presses back and the left thigh presses down. The right calf lengthens up to the foot, the left calf lengthens to the foot. Now the leg on the floor, notice how it's dropping out to the left. So if you're finding it difficult to keep the leg upright, just slide the leg a little bit to the side and then you'll be able to turn the thigh so that the foot stays straight, not flopping out to the side. And as you stay here, see if you can get more length in the leg, so keep pressing the thigh away from you, but bring the foot towards you. And then at this point, especially the flexible ones, you'll notice that actually you're shortening in this right waist. So everybody, you could try this, just get your hand and put it in, the thumb into the front of the thigh and the hand, the other bit of the hand to the outer hip. And you're just lengthening that outer hip away from your armpit as if towards the left foot. So as you draw the right leg towards you, you're keeping an even length in both sides of your body. And then bend your knee into your chest, place the foot to the floor and slide the leg straight. Then again, do the traction, join your feet. So those who are doing the bent leg version, now you can also rest. So again, lie down in Supta Padangustasana with the legs extending and pressing down. Over to the left leg. For number 1 again, same thing. So bend the left knee into the chest, place the belt around the ball of the foot. Exhale. So again, here's another opportunity to make sure that you're getting that length in that bent leg side. That length in the top buttock flesh towards the buttock. Those who are doing the bent leg, remember you're doing the same thing, but this leg is bent and you're going to stretch the leg, the left leg up. Straight leg people, ready? Exhale, extend the leg. So again, just get a glimpse of your whole body. So the hidden leg, the right leg on the floor and the left leg, and extend both of them. Press into the balls of the feet. Press the big toe side of your foot away from you. Lengthen that big toe side of the foot. So that's the inner heel and the big toe side of the foot. Press the right leg down into the floor. Press the left thigh away from you, so you're using your thigh muscle to press the leg away and stretch the calf up as you draw the leg towards you. Do this with an exhalation, and you might feel that lovely reciprocal releasing in this lower abdominal area. As you draw the left leg towards you, press the right leg down, so that groins are splitting away from each other. Be careful that as you bring the left leg towards you, the right leg doesn't come up or roll out to the side. So you've got to reach the right leg away as you draw the left leg towards you. And then everybody release, take the belt off and slide the leg straight. Come back to Supta Padangustasana. Now we're going from number 1 to number 2. So for those who are, for those of you with back issues, instead of doing it like this, which, I mean, you could do it like this, which is okay. Yeah, let's do it like that. Yeah. So straight leg. The thing is if you're vertical, that's okay, but if you're down there, that's not going to be great. So if your leg is at vertical, let me show you. So if your leg is at vertical, then it's fine to take the leg out to the side. But if your leg is down here, I'm not sure that's quite so great. So what you'd be better off doing is straightening the bottom leg and just taking this leg out to the side with it bent. So you've got your arm underneath the leg and you're taking it out to the side so that the thigh is in line with the hip. So you're here and you take the leg out to the side. So that's, and you can rest it on cushions. So you've got a whole pile of cushions and you can just have that pile of cushions there and just rest the leg. So that's that, especially if you've got a back pain, that's a much better way to doing it restful with the whole pile of cushions under here. And you might be stiff in the hips, so your leg will be up quite high. Okay, so the rest of us, let's carry on. So straighten out both of your legs, bend your right knee, stretch the right leg up. Hold the belt with just your right hand and reach your left arm out to the left. Again, extend into both legs, especially the big toe side of both feet. Engage the leg into the hip sockets. And remember that lengthening of the top buttock flesh towards the buttock, away from the waist. Stabilize, reach this left arm out to the left leg presses down, And now reach your right leg out to the side. Now it should be at hip level, otherwise you need to be doing the bent leg version like I showed with the cushions, or without the cushions, but just having the arm underneath the knee, so you're keeping the knee the same height as the ankle. So now reach that right leg out, exhale, bring the leg up. Now because I was talking, I wasn't that focused on the fact that this buttock mustn't be soggy and soft. See, look at this. If you just let the buttock be soft, the leg comes down and this leg lifts up, and there's no tone in this whole area. We're missing out on some of the benefit of the pose. So this muscle here needs to be really firm. So as you reach your right leg out, you're pressing the left thigh down and you're gripping this muscle here. So it's as if you weren't holding the belt. So it's almost like you're stretching your leg over a rock. That's what it feels like. That buttock is firm and pressing up away from the floor, and that really gives you a lovely opening on the whole of the inner leg, extending into the inner heel, the big toe mound. Enjoy again that feeling of spread across that whole abdominal area. So don't drop the leg down, really keep that right buttock engaged, and as you stay here for a little while, you'll feel that you need to really work to keep it active. Elbows off the floor, arm is straight if you can. Exhale, raise the leg up and pause. Then bend the knee, take the strap off, and then slide your leg straight. Let's do the left side. So I'm going to change direction just so that you get a different view. So bend up your left leg, stretch it up to the ceiling, hold the belt, reach your arm out to the side. So roll the down leg inwards, don't let it flop out. Roll the thigh in. And if you find that difficult here, just take the leg a little bit wider. It makes it easier to roll the leg in. Stretch up into the ball of the feet. Suck the leg down into the hip socket. And do you remember last on the other side, number one, we put our hand in that outer thigh. So you can get your hand into that right top of the right thigh, left thigh again. And keep that outer hip long away from the waist. Yeah, this hand goes in the top of the leg. And maintain that grip in the outer hip now as you reach the left leg out to the left. But as you start to go, you need to work the left leg, reach into the left arm, and now grip that right buttock almost up away from the floor, sucking the outer thigh into the hip, to lengthen that inner thigh all the way to the inner heel. Spin the right arm, the left arm out. Keep the arm straight if you can. And now spread across your whole abdomen as you stay in the pose. And then exhale. And raise your leg up. And then come back to Supta Tadasana. So I've turned around because we're going to go for number 3, or Pavritta Supta Padangustasana. So those who have back issues, you're going to do this with a bent leg. So you're going to lie down, bring the right foot onto the left thigh, take your arms out to the side. This is not just back issues, but it's also if you're really stiff in the hamstrings, and when you stretch your leg up to the ceiling, it doesn't come in line with the hip, but it's right down away from you. Yeah, you do it with a bent leg, and you're going to take the leg across the body, keeping that right waist long. Okay, otherwise let's get started with the strap version and the straight legs. So Supta Tadasana, bend the right knee, place the belt around the foot, ball of the foot, stretch the leg up. And now holding the belt with the opposite hand, so that's your left arm, reach your right arm out to the side. Now I know you can't see my left leg, and I know you can't see your own left leg, but don't forget it. Keep reaching into that big toe. Are you rolling the thigh in? Are you pressing the leg down? Extend the legs. Keep reaching that right leg up into the belt. And now with an exhalation, start to take the leg over the body. But don't let it drop. Keep sucking the leg back into the hip socket. And with that right hand, you could even draw that right outer hip away from you as you take the leg across. Now it's quite strong, especially if you've got sort of sciatic or hamstring issues. It can pull a little bit, so go carefully. Take the leg across, go as far as is comfortable. Keep that right outer hip rolling away from the waist. You can rest the left arm on the floor if you need to, but otherwise keep extending it. Try not to let the foot turn. Keep the foot parallel to the floor. Exhale, feel your waist spreading towards the right, and then bring that leg back up. Swap hands with the belt, and let's go straight out to the side, back to number 2. Engage the buttock, lengthen the inner thigh to the foot, open the gates, and then raise the leg up, bend the knee, take the belt off, slide your leg straight. Now let's go over to the left leg. So those of you who are doing the bent leg version, just have a quick look. And there's no harm in others doing the bent leg version, but just for time I thought I'd just show it but not do it. So hip, hamstring, back issues, bent leg. Take it over the body. But take care that you're not going skew-if in the waist. Keep this top buttock flesh lengthening this way. Outer hip long, so the waist is long. Go as far as is comfortable. It's like a lying down Marichyasana. Okay, so here we go. Number 3. The others, extend the legs. Bend your knee, place the belt on the ball of the left foot, stretch the leg up. So it's always good to start with holding the strap with both hands, so you come back to that stability of number 1. Making sure the buttock flesh is long, keeping the left waist long, keeping that groin broad, bringing the leg to 90 degrees. Then swap hands, hold the belt with the right hand, reach the left arm out to the left. Don't forget the hidden leg, so extend into that right leg, press the right thigh down, exhale, reach the left leg across. So you're not throwing the leg across, you're keeping the leg sucking back into the hip socket. And you are trying to keep the right leg reasonably upright. It will turn out, that's fine. You have to let it turn out, otherwise you get stuck in the pose. But you're not letting the right leg completely turn and the foot rest flat on the floor. With an exhalation, feel your abdomen releasing towards the left. Keep lengthening this left outer hip away from the waist. Try and keep that right arm straight, maybe reaching closer to the foot. Spin the arm out. Exhale, raise the leg up. Swap hands and then swing the leg out to number 2. Get that buttock in firm, lengthen the inner thigh to the inner heel. Open the gates of the abdomen, chest, and then raise the leg back up. Bend your knee, take the belt off, and then slide your legs back into Supta Padangustasana. Now interlace your fingers let's go for Padangustasana. So everyone can do this. Stretch the arms up to the ceiling and reach your arms back. And as you reach your arms away from you, they don't need to touch the floor. Much better to have straight arms than to have the arms on the floor. And now reach into those heels, balls of the feet, spread the toes. Bring the arms up, change the interlace, stretch up and reach back. Bring the arms up and down. So before we go to the next one, we're going to swing over and come into Adho Mukha Svanasana, just to make sure that we're still active and we don't get stuck on the floor. So spread your palms beyond your hands and your knees, tuck your toes under and stretch up and back. Hopefully your legs are starting to feel more open, more awake. So again, spread the balls of the feet, stretch the toes forward, stretch your heels back. And as you stretch your heels back, feel that you're pressing the shins back, in the bottom, the middle, the top of the knee, middle of the thigh, and the root of the thigh. So that you're really spreading the backs of the legs. And then bend your knees and come down. And then let's just sit in Baddha Konasana for a moment. This will actually prepare us for the next pose. So you may need to sit on quite a bit of height for those with hip issues. Well, not hip issues, but just stiffness. So bring the soles of your feet together and stretch those knees wide. So this crease here in the inside of the knee, it's like the edges of a grin. Make it really wide, these creases. So this whole area is lengthened. Also the outer knee is also smiling. So both sides. Cheshire cat grin. Inner and outer knee extending, reaching to the sides. So think of going wide rather than going down. Wide, 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 wide and down. So guess what's happening here? We're also connecting the legs into the hip socket. Bit like when we took the leg out to the side. So really suck the outer legs into the hips. So you're getting that firmness in the hips. It's not just about sort of flopping the legs down. There is a grip that enables the extension. So we're getting stability with mobility. And it's especially important if you're flexible that you're not just flopping the legs, because otherwise the organs inside can also kind of, they drop. So in order to get that internal lift, we need to engage the muscles. So connect the thigh muscles back towards the hips. Suck the shins towards the thighs towards the shins, then shins towards the thighs, and sit tall. So hopefully those who are needing to sit on blocks, you've managed to create your throne. So sit as high as you need to get that feeling of length on the inner thigh to the inner knee. There's no point in going uphill like this, because you can sit like this for thousands of years and your hips will never get more flexible. It's just the wrong direction. It's like if you want to go to the shops and you turn left out of your house instead of right, and the shops are on the right, it's just never going to happen. You do need to make sure you're getting that levelness, and just sit as high as you need, even on a chair, so you get that length. So it's like a ball would almost, actually it wouldn't quite, but the ball is almost going to go downhill. Not quite probably, but almost. It's level. And then just be here feeling this breadth and height. Lift the side chest, roll the shoulder bones back. And then release, stretch your legs forward. So come on, let's go for number 3. Number 3 is slightly harder. I'm going to show you this way round so you can see. So don't lie down quite yet. Let me show it to you first. So again, you need your belt, but it's slightly easier if you make a loop. So whilst I do it, you might as well loop your belt. So remember, you go through, over. It depends the kind of buckle you got, but if it's a D-ring, you go through both, over the first, under the second. I think that's right. Can't imagine it right now. So you're going to go for both knees bent initially, belt round the right foot, hold the loop. Leg goes out to the side a little, bend the knee. Don't worry that the belt is now crossed. So you're doing like a Baddha Konasana. You're taking that knee out to the side and bringing the foot towards you. Then with this hand, not holding the foot but holding the ankle, you're encouraging this foot to come, or the whole shin to come horizontal across your body. And can you see what I'm doing with this right elbow? I'm taking it out to the side. I'm not sort of down here getting squished. So let's have a go again. Let me quickly show you before you do it. So you go out, across, and draw it towards you. Elbow goes wide as you draw the leg towards you. So have a go, lie down. Feet towards me, or whichever way you want to. Place the belt round the ball of the right foot. Hold the belt like a bag. Yeah, so you're taking the hand through and holding it. That's why the loop is really good. You can reach the left arm out to the side. So should be no problem with those, with any back issues, hip issues. You'll just find that you're not getting much movement, but don't be despondent, just keep it up. So reach the right leg out to the side a little, bend the knee, bring the foot towards the left waist, and stretch the right thigh out to the side. Now, you may not be able to catch hold of the shin because it might be too far away from you. If so, you could just put some cushions under your back so that you can catch hold of it. But otherwise, or just lift up, catch hold of it. Elbow out to the side, draw the leg towards you. Elbow goes wide and back, leg comes towards, and then release, leg up and down other side. Place the belt, reach the arm wide. Now left leg to the left, bend the knee, bring the foot towards the right hip, chest up to catch hold of the back of that ankle, not the foot, so that you're working the shin bone, you're not creasing that ankle. And as you draw the shin towards you, you're stretching the knee out to the side. And then release the leg, bring it up and down. So if you're in the stiffer hip category, stay with that practice. We're going to continue though. See if you can now, some of you go for straight legs, bend the right knee into the chest, hold the loop. And I'm going to make my loop a little bit smaller because I know I can reach my foot more easily. So maybe tighten your loop so your arm is straight and you're reaching up as high as possible. Inhale. Exhale, reach the right leg out to the side to number 2. Get that outer buttock firm, lengthen the inner thigh with an exhalation. Swing your leg across. So you're twisting that belt, elbows going out to the side, then you lift your chest, catch hold of that outer ankle. Right elbow pokes out to the side and behind you as you draw the leg towards you. Draw the leg towards you. And then release the leg out, bring it back up and down. Now left side, bring the left leg into the chest, place the belt, stretch the leg up to the ceiling. Number 2, reaching the right arm out to the side. Exhale, extend the leg to the side. Then swing the leg across, crossing the belt, elbow pokes to the side. Sit up slightly so you can catch hold of the back of that ankle. Draw the leg towards you and get this left arm out of the way. Get it out to the side and behind you as you start to draw the left leg towards you. Be careful that you're not bringing the knee towards you and the foot away from you. It's the shin is horizontal across the body, so you're drawing the ankle towards you because you're working in the hip. It's not a knee. Don't pull the knee. Make sure it's all happening in your hip. And then release. Stretch that leg out to the side. Bring the leg back up, belt off, and then slide your legs straight. Let's go back to Supta Padangustasana. Come on, let's go for it again. So some of you either repeat that version or join me on the next version. So the next version is either making your belt a bit tighter or holding the big toe. And there's also taking the arm behind the head. Let's stay with the belt then, because arm behind the head is quite nice to have a bit of space. So take the belt round the foot, stretch the leg up. So maybe I'll just quickly show you this bit before you, so maybe sit up and just have a quick look here, because you're going to take the leg out to the side, bring it across, and then you take the arm behind the head as you bring the leg down. And then if you can, you place the elbow in the foot in the crease of the elbow. So you're doing like a Gomukasana action in the arms. Chest is lifting, so you're getting that lower abdominal tone. You're pressing into the left leg and drawing the right leg towards you. And you might be able to then catch your big toe once you're there. I think that's a better way of doing it. Oh, having a bit of difficulty. There we go. And then you can stretch that left arm. And then release. And take the leg out with the belt on, of course, and bring the leg back to the center. So let's have a go with this. But if you're still working with the hips, just go for the previous versions. I'm just carrying that on for those who've been practicing it for a while and you want to do the next stages. So right leg, lie down now, place the belt around the ball of the right foot, stretch the leg to the ceiling. Exhale, reach out, number 2. Swing the leg across, turn the belt, lift up, place the heel of the foot in the crease of the elbow, take the right arm behind the head like a pillow. Draw the shin towards you, towards you, towards you, press the left thigh down. If you can, catch hold of the big toe, keep pressing the shin down. Then stretch the left arm along the left leg, and then clamp the foot again with your left arm. Release the hold of the big toe, hold the belt, reach it out to the side and bring the leg up, take the belt off and lie down. And now just feel the effect on your hips, on your tummy. And let's go to the left side. So bend up your left leg. Hold the belt. So the others keep doing each side. Exhale, reach the left leg out to the left. Keep that left buttock firm, lengthen the inner thigh. So we've been doing this now, you should be getting used to it. Exhale, swing the leg across, elbow out to the side, lift your chest, clamp that foot if you can. Press into the right leg, press the right thigh down. This left arm comes now behind the head, and if you need to loosen the belt, loosen the belt. Or just leave off, you don't have to take it behind the head if you can't. But clamp that foot and draw the leg in. Feel the work in that hip, rotating that left thigh outwards. Stay long in the left waist. Draw the leg towards you, lift the chest, get that lower abdominal turn. Then possibly hold the big toe. Don't worry if you can't, it takes practice, which I haven't been doing, that's why I'm struggling. And now reach that right arm along the right foot. Or just hold that shin, press the shin down with that right arm. And then release, take the Arm out from behind the head, stretch the leg out to number 2. Exhale, bring it back up to the ceiling and take the belt off and stretch the leg along the mat. And then roll over to your side and let's come for Adho Mukha Svanasana one more time. So spread the palms, tuck the toes under, lift your hips up. Stretch the heels back, stretch the toes forward, release your head down. And then Adho Mukha Virasana, sit on your feet, knees apart, rest forward. And then come up and come to cross legs. So we're going to do cross leg forward bend. Now hopefully that work with the bent knee and that work in the hip is going to help you to be able to come forward, because it's a similar position, isn't it? If you look at just this leg, it's horizontal. Let me get this one out the way. And I'm coming forward. It's just like when we were lying down and bringing the leg in, isn't it? So grab a brick if you need it, or foam pads to sit on and foam pads for your forehead. It can be nice to rest the head. And take your hands forwards, lengthen your front body, lengthen your side body, and feel that outward rotation in the thigh. Release those groins, lengthen from the pubis to the navel, extend forward. And come up and change the cross of the leg. So the other shin is in front. Remember, it's cross legs, it's not like a siddhasana. So there's this stability in the pelvic area, so the internal organs are supported by the pelvis. So there's this internal lift and space. And then extend forwards. So if you're stiffer, you remember we've done this in class, you can stretch up the wall, so cross legs and stretch up the wall. Remember, that helps you to move the back body forwards rather than sort of being in this position. You're reaching up high. And if you've got a chair, then you can also rest your head on the chair. So you're reaching up to the top of the chair and your head is resting on the seat of the chair. So with an exhalation, extend forwards. Side body long from your waist to your armpits. Front body long from your pubis to your navel to your breastbone, and then spread your back from the center to the sides. And now you can carry on with your practice or go for Shavasana. Namaste, thanks for joining me, and see you again soon.